Imran, this was not part of the questions that I had listed, but this went viral this afternoon, and I'm sure you're expecting this question. There's a tweet from SABC News in the Western Cape of a comment made, I think, sometimes today by your national leader, Hanif Hendricks. It reads as follows: Al-Jama-ah leader Hanif Hendricks says his party is not a religious body, but a political party, although it was formed in a mosque. He says it is against the implementation of Sharia law in South Africa and anywhere else in the world. Hendricks says his party still struggles to attract Muslim votes, and most supporters come from outside the faith. He was speaking to the SABC after the public broadcaster conducted a series of election manifestos. The simple question, Avisab, and I know this is in the minds of many people because it was lighting up the WhatsApp line here, do you share these sentiments of your national leader that this is not a Muslim party or a religious party and that there should not be Sharia law anywhere in the world?
Thank you, Mulana. Look, the obvious, simple answer to that is that Al-Jama actually means Ubuntu. Al-Jama is a platform for all political parties. In as much as whatever we say and whatever SABC News says, the reality of the matter is that we are one nation, we have to be humanitarian, and we have to understand the political dynamics of South Africa. Now, when one looks at South Africa and understands the dynamics, if you listen to many of the candidates here, we find ourselves in a situation where I think much of it boils down to integrity, trust, honesty in governance. So we need that type of governance. At the same time, you have to have some kind of a blend between your faith and the political dynamics of your country. So that's my response to you, Maulana.
Okay, and I'm going to do a quick follow-up. And the reason I must just explain is that many Muslim voters vote for parties that they feel represent their values. That's why I want you to give further clarification here. When Mr. Hendricks says that he's against the implementation of Sharia law, it could leave room for people to interpret that to mean that this is a secular political party that does not subscribe to Islamic values. You can be a religious party, Islamic or Christian, and be inclusive, because values in many ways are universal. So the very specific question is, does Al-Jama-ah subscribe to Islamic values, or is it now a secular party, as Hanif Hendricks seems to be saying?
Look,
Quiet.
Can you give me a chance to answer? It's very simple. The principles and values are in harmony with many other religions. Most of the religions, in fact, our democratic constitution also is in harmony with many of our divine laws, principles, and values. So in terms of what he's saying, I think it's a blend and understanding of wisdom that we need to be all inclusive of the blend of faith as well as honesty, integrity, and adopt values so that this country can be run and governed in a way that we can be proud of as South Africans.
So you're saying it's not an Islamic party, it's a party with universal values?
I think it's a party that is in harmony with many of the democratic values. And if you look at our constitution...
Okay.
Right?
Quiet.
Our constitution is very much in harmony with Quran, Bible, and many of the other books as well. So it is a party that is strictly conformed to Islamic values, Islamic principles, and I mean, it's quite well known that this is in harmony with all the many different divine books as well.
All right, shukran.